You need these relationships, so find them early. Find them as your first thing. This is your number one priority, is to build these relationships then. And then the people you bond with, you have them introduce you to the other people in the industry, the people who know a lot of people. I want to know who's the most, networked person in this niche, right? Like that's who I want to meet. And they will help you. They will send you to, here is my calendar. I have this event this week. I have this event the following week, right? What's up, mansion builders? Welcome back to another episode of ALI. I want to talk to you today about marketing. A question I get all the time: when do I start marketing my home? When is it too early? When should I start? Right? Here's the short answer. You should start marketing as soon as you have permits ready, as soon as nobody can block you from your deal, as soon as no neighbor can get all pissed and bring pitchforks to the city council, right? As soon as your deal is certain, then you start marketing. It doesn't matter if you are buying an existing home and converting it. It doesn't matter if you're building new construction. If you're doing something other than buying an existing licensed facility, then you should start marketing as soon as nobody can block the deal. So this was a lesson that I learned the hard way. I started talking about it a little bit too early on my first project on Mesa. The neighbors were super friendly, come over, hey, what are you planning doing here? What are you doing? Oh, we're opening an assisted living. Oh, that's so cool. And then they got on the neighborhood, next door type of app. And we're like, these jerks, they are tearing up our neighborhood. They're gonna bring ambulances in all the time. They're having some commercial facility here. I'm like, whoa. We're just trying to love and serve on some grandmas here, right? It's gonna be literally your parents that you're sending to us. So we had to get ahead of this thing, and a lot of times it causes trouble for people. When you open your mouth too early, there's always some of those people who get all up in arms about it. They don't know what you're gonna do. They think it's gonna be the grossest, nasty, smelly facility. There's gonna be ambulances all the time. They don't know that it's gonna blend right into the neighborhood. It's gonna be awesome and gorgeous, and it's gonna be really an asset to the community. So a couple years later, they love you, they think it's amazing, but a lot of times it can cause a lot of drama with the city, with the permits, with city council, if there's votes that you have to do. Especially sometimes you have to go and petition, and within 500 feet you have to send a letter or a pamphlet to everyone in the neighborhood or things like that, right? You don't want to spill the beans too early. Keep everything closed-lipped. Don't say anything, right? I'm just buying this as an investment. It's going to be a rental. It's technically going to be a rental, right? You'll rent it to your own operations company. So keep everything as tight-lipped as you can until you are 100% certain that no one can block you. When the permits are done, when they're past the vote, whatever has to happen, if you have to do zoning changes or anything like that, for sure don't say anything until everything is solidified. Okay, then you're starting construction and you're going through getting everything ready. As soon as you are certain on it, that's when you open your mouth. That's when you tell everyone, right? That point, you can put it in the local paper, you can put it in the magazine, you can do any of those kind of things, right? You can start putting a sign up for all that matters, right? You can do everything and anything, but just wait until it is a for sure 100% deal. So the next question is, when is it too late to start marketing my assisted living? A lot of times people don't start marketing until their building is done. And you know what? You have failed. If that is you and you spent 6 months or 3 months or a year building, construction, renovating, doing whatever you have, you should have started as soon as you were good to go. As soon as you got the green light from the city, you got the permits, that's when you open your mouth, right? A lot of people wait too long, and then you spend 3, 6, 9 months being unprofitable. Honestly, we were never unprofitable. We make money month one, right? Every time we open with a wait list of people ready to move in. So that is the goal. While you are under construction, while you're renovating or building new construction, to have a wait list of grandmas and grandpas, people ready to move in. They may come from their own house. Honestly, most of the times we steal the grandmas from the big smelly facility, right? How do I get them to come over to me? They are for sure getting inferior care over there. They may have a beautiful building. They may have a gross and nasty building. Either way, the care, the culture, the environment, it is not going to be nearly as good as what I am building. So how do I steal them and bring them over here, right? That's what I want to talk to you about. There's lots of things that you could do for marketing, but let's talk about what's the one most important thing, right? You're busy, you're under construction, you're renovating. If there's just one thing that you could do in order to get that wait list, this is what it is. It is industry relationships. Here's what I mean. There are people that work in the industry, And it's a very tight-knit group of people. Everybody knows each other. They all work together and they see each other at different facilities. They see each other at different events, all these things. So I'm talking about the hospice, the home health, the people who run the rehabs, the doctors, but not the doctors who are in their own office, the doctors that travel from facility to a facility, to home visits, to rehabs. Same with those nurses. All of these people, they're in the same end-of-life care. They're doing the assisted livings, they're doing the memory care, they're doing the independent livings. It is a tight-knit group of people that know each other, and you want to meet them. That is what I mean by industry relationships. You want to build a relationship with them. So you need to find them, right? And just because you do not know who they are or what circles they travel in does not mean they don't have it in your market. It is literally in every market. They are all networking together. They are all meeting each other. There is back scratching and there's relationships that they have, right? If you are at home taking care of mom, a hospice nurse needs to know all the other facilities. They need to know those managers over there. They need to know the rehab people because they have to send them there and then they have to send them back. If they have independent living clients, they need to send them to the next level of assisted living and from assisted living to memory care and all of these things. So people have relationships. And most of these people, they job jump every 6 months anyways. They're going from facility to facility to rehab to independent living. They're moving all over the place, right? You can never keep track of where they're at, but they all know each other. And you need to get into that network. You need to meet them, which means that if you could do one thing, right? I know you're busy, but if you can do one thing while you're under construction, it is going to meet these people. Finding out where the networking meetings are. Being at every single week, just time block. Here's 2 hours. I need to go to a networking meeting that have these kind of people there, or I need to just door knock or cold call or something. I need to set aside this time to meet these people because once you've met 2 or 3 of them and you take them to coffee, because honestly, like if they're home health and hospice, they want your service. You are their future customer. They will take your call. They will come to your project. They will walk through your home. You can meet them at a Starbucks or wherever you want, but they want to meet with you. So once you get plugged in and you find some people that you vibe with well, because as you're getting your license, you're going to have to commit to 1 or 2 hospices, home health, and all those kind of things, and doctors for your future residents and things, right? You need these relationships, so find them early. Find them as your first thing. This is your number one priority, is to build these relationships then. And then the people you bond with, you have them introduce you to the other people in the industry. The people who know a lot of people. I want to know who's the most, networked person in this niche, right? Like that's who I want to meet. And they will help you. They will send you to, here is, my calendar. I have this event this week. I have this event the following week, right? Hospice companies, they have professional marketers. That's what they do. They are on payroll. They're not a nurse. They don't take care of people. They go from facility to independent to rehab. And their whole job is just to build relationships and say, hey, you know what? Think of us next time you have another resident that needs a different option as far as hospice. These people, these are the ones you need to meet. So another thing is your next manager, your future manager. You may have hired them yet. You may not have hired them yet. But hire someone who has relationships, existing relationships in your community. This can be really, really important. You can leverage their past years of experience and relationships that they've already built in the community to, hey, let's meet up, right? We are going to hire this person. You may be bringing them on a couple months earlier than you normally would, and maybe they're 1099 as a consultant or something during that transition period under construction, just for the purpose of let's create these relationships, or maybe they can help you build your paperwork or something while you're under construction. But if you consider bringing that person on early, someone who has these relationships, make those connections, because this is where you build the wait list. It is from the industry people here, right? It's from the hospice and the home health as they are doing their job and going from facility to rehab to independent living and taking care of seniors. The next time that one of these residents, they see that they're getting bad care, and that's pretty much all the time. They see they're getting bad care and they are ready for something new. The daughter looks at them for the 5th week in a row and be like, what do I do here? My mom's getting neglected. They can be like, hey, you know what? This other facility, this other, gorgeous mansion style home is being built. It'll be done in a few months, right? Like, let me connect you with them. Why don't we schedule a tour? I can walk you through and see what they're doing over there. I've met the owner. We went to coffee. They have a great heart. This is exactly what we did. This is how we sold all of our rooms while we were under construction. Those daughters literally came and toured with us. They wrote us a check while we were under construction before we had our license, right? This is such the most important part. If you can do just one thing, it's build these relationships, and it will get you to the tours with the right people, and you can get those deposits, and then you build the wait list, and then you get your license, and you just move in this wave of grandmas and grandpas, and you're never unprofitable. From literally month one, you're making profit. So I can stress to you from personal experience, we've done this. Our other partners have done it. It is the number one thing you should do, and this is exactly when you should start doing it. So if you want more details on stuff like this, right? How to create these relationships, how to infiltrate the system and have a marketing plan, we teach this stuff. We do marketing workshops every single month. Hit the website, memorycaremansion.com. Check out the additional training resources. You'll see what workshop is coming up next. We go through marketing, we go through raising money, we go through staffing, we go through construction, so many different things here. And again, they're totally free. Well, I'm there every single month. We're doing it live together on Zoom. I hope to see you at the next one. So as we wrap up here, I just have my one ask. If you could share this with somebody, my goal is to get this information into as many people's lives as possible. This actually changed my life, right? This got me financial freedom and time freedom. It's done it for a lot of people that I know, and I want to provide another alternative to the dinky little REL. So if you know someone who is looking for a life change, they want financial freedom, they want time freedom, then send them this episode, share with them our free trainings, and hopefully this can make a difference in their life. So thank you so much. I will see you on the next one.